Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tracy, and we are working on this particular junk journal. Last week, I thought I was going to put these all on some binder rings, but it didn't work out. So I'm not sure how I'm going to attach these. I'm thinking I might just sew them together with some sari silk, just string it through each of the ones. And so I have left the pages loose. And this morning I did this page, and this is just a coffee filter. This here tag is one that was sent to me by Monica, years ago. And it's just a little ATC. And then this is one that I made. This is a printable from Louisa Heinzel. And then this is another printable, and I don't know where they're from. And then this here is a little fish from Art House Whimsy, and it's just kind of plain, but I kind of like it in here. This little key, this is oh not 49 Market, the other one. Anyway, yeah, 49 Market. And then on the other side, I made this belly band the other day, and so I put this little tag that I made some time ago inside this belly band. So there's that page. So next I'm going to work on the next page. And these aren't necessarily in the order that they're going to be. But this is that wallpaper. And so definitely I'll be doing some sewing. Guys, I'm starving. So first I want to do the flank side. And I think what I'm going to do is a little bit of scrappy collage. And I've got all kinds of stuff out that I have prepped for this journal or yet to prep. So let's see, last night I put this gold on this dictionary page. So let's pair this. Here, so I'll stick that down, and that'll give this page some stability as well. You know what I didn't get out is my water for my brush. I have a little bit over here with this sponge in it. Maybe I'll just grab that. Bring out the sponge and set it aside because I'll probably use it. And then I need a glue brush. Here we go. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Shauna. I'm going to use Mod Podge. Grab a little dish. And I'll just knock everything over while I'm here. Morning, Cheryl from Horsefly. Do you have horses at Horsefly? Just curious. And I use Mod Podge because it's cheaper than Collage Medium. You get a big old container of it, and the Collage Medium is a little bit more expensive. So I want some water in there, a little bit. A little bit more. And grab a stick, stir that up. So I'm just going to do all the pages and then stitch them together and then figure out how I want to do a cover design. Also, I need my dirty mat. So much easier to clean than this thing. Okay, where are all my magnets? Buried here somewhere. Magnets to kind of hold it down. Done page over here. good. Mod Podge on. Let's see, what do I have cut out in my cutout bucket? I like that. But I need more crap on the page. I could kill to have a horse. I love horses. They're the best people. So I've been up since probably, no, I don't want that on there. Probably 4:30 this morning. Last night I made myself some top ramen. I haven't had it in ages. And so today I'm paying ramen taxes. And some of you might not know what the heck is a ramen tax. Well, I'd rather you didn't know because it's not very fun. I know that's why I rarely ever eat it because of the tax. Let's see, what else do I have that I can throw on here? Little scraps, just dealing with scraps here. Bum, 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 bum. So, I don't know, I'm not very talkative today. Tired. Oh, what do I have? What do I have? I have scraps over here. Okay, I don't see. Okay, here's another piece of scrap, I guess. Put it up here. Need some black on here. I'll probably stamp with some black. Let's get some more of this. This is what I was stamping off on last night. It's that Dina Wakley paper, which is actually kind of hard to deal with. Oh, I mixed it's water and Mod Podge because Mod Podge is budget friendly. I'm all about the budget friendly. Here's another, and there's kind of a rule of three. Let's do this one. This one up here. But I'm breaking a lot of rules with this journal because it's very eclectic. A little bit more. Might as well use all of this up. Look, a gnat. Oh, a dead one. Got him. Let's see. Let's get a little bit more of this dictionary page. A little gold on it. Grab my scrap box. This doesn't just have scraps in it, it's got other stuff too. Okay. We'll put a word that makes no sense at all with the whole thing. That's fine. Those came out of a word find book that I got at the Dollar Tree. Your scraps were stressing you. I understand totally. I mean, I've got a whole big dresser drawer full, plus a whole big container full. So, yeah. Oh yeah, this is a favorite scrap right here. Let's get this right here. So, and I have a lot of favorite scraps. Okay, this isn't really a scrap, it's just something I stamped on. It was a scrap that I stamped on. Put you right there. Okay. And I have, not sure, I just doodled on this. It's just a, a mailer. So, deciding where I want to put it, if I want to put it. Yeah, I do. I like to have lots of different textures on my pages. And then I'm going to put this aside, and I want some black on here. So let me see what I want to do to get my black today. Um, Gesso. Okay, hang on. Let me grab my black gesso. See, how do I want to apply that? I thought I saw a cotton ball around here. I did. I don't want to put a black brush into my water. So I'll just make some marks. Some crazy marks. Because the glue is wet and the cotton is falling apart. Yeah, the scraps that I like to save now, though, are pretty much like I would probably save this. It's making some pretty cool marks. I like it. So I'll let that dry and then cut it off. But I better let it dry over here somewhere. And oh, look, I've got this little piece that was kind of torn off, and it's, oh, representative of the other side, so I'll take it. Let's get a paper towel. Actually, a regular towel will work. I just don't want my brush too wet. Just wipe off my brush a little bit. A little Mod Podge right here. Stick that down. So that's kind of crazy, right? Hi, Cordelia. This black stuff is heavy gesso from Finnabair. So that's kind of got to dry, and I don't know how this stuff will react to heat, but we're going to find out. I know what will happen to that. It's going to kind of melt, and I'm okay with that. As long as I don't melt it so much that I get a bad plasticky smell in here. Yeah, it's really great because it's nice and thick. Are you watching from work, Cordelia? So, in thinking about how I have this all arranged on here, I have to think about carefully and strategically adding pockets or whatever, other other things. But I want to make sure it's dry because I'll be doing some stitching. And I'm sorry I have to stitch off camera. I just don't have a sewing machine cam. I love how it left the furry cotton on there. Yep, I'm weird. That's why I like doing this, because you can be as weird as you want. That's it right there. Come on. All right. So I have a scrap here that I could make corner pocket of. And or I don't want to put a corner pocket over here necessarily, but I can. All I got to do is just punch a hole through it. I think I want it on this side. Actual work. Ugh, actual work. Yucky. Let's get this out of the way. And I want to ink this die. Just grab my vintage photo because it's handy. Now I'm gonna stitch along this edge. So I'm still right here. I've got my sewing machine where all I have to do is turn and sew. I have these little guys, so I can kind of put this on here. I'll stitch it. Okay. Some things it's just better to sew them on than try to glue because this is some heavy watercolor. There. And then I'll just have to punch a hole in it. Ugh. There we go. And I will put one of the little protectors on there just to keep everything cohesive. Blue. There you are. Hey, Maddie. Good morning. Okay. No, I don't like that in there now. It doesn't work. It does not work for me. Let's see here. Pockets. Tags. Where are my tags? This one. I took them out. And I have tons and tons of pre-made tags. So maybe, maybe not. Oh, maybe her instead. Yeah, definitely her instead. Okay. Okay. So this side is basically done. You never know what else I might do to it, but and then I have this page, which is wallpaper. And so I have, make sure I get the right container. Have these little printables that came from, oh no, come on. I want to say Pink Monarch prints. I have the little, I kept one of the little stickers there that tells me who they're from. This one though, well, who knows? Let's see. Let's do, I really like this mailbox, but it may be too big. Yeah, it's too big. Okay. I'm getting them mixed up, which is gonna suck, but I just need something smaller. Let me just really like the mailbox. You guys go. Here we go. This goes like this. A little steamer trunk, but it may be also too big. Which means I'll have to put a hole in it or have it stick out the side, which I'm not completely against. But I'm not really that thrilled with it either. Let's see if I have a skinnier one. So I really should have thought this through a little bit better when I made it. It is what it is. Aren't these cool? And then that becomes a pocket. You know what? I'm going for it. Uh, Heck of a time making up my mind here. But I got these, I did these on purpose for this particular journal, so. Hey, Tina. All right, what else? What else is in here that might fit better? Nothing really. It's all pretty wide. How about the coffee maker? Okay, yep, the coffee maker will work. I didn't want to cut this off till the last minute because, I didn't want it getting all bent up. Great. Where are my scissors? Here they are. Yeah, she did a great job on those. And, oh no, it's My Porch Prince is who it's from. And so I printed these on my Epson printer with my good printer paper because I really like the richness of color in them and I didn't want to lose that by printing, on like hammer mill or something. And this paper is, I guess, maybe 80 pounds. I don't know. Be very careful. These kind of skinny parts are sometimes precarious to cut because they're flopping around. It doesn't have to be perfect anyway, but still. Okay. I'm just thinking this through, where everything's going to land. Okay, so I want this down lower. Okay, blue. And I'm not going to edge these. I'm just not going to go through all that. And this is going to take a minute to grab hold because it's on such an uneven surface. And this wallpaper stuff is kind of plasticky. So this gets glued directly down. You could make it into another pocket, but then you'd have to deal with this little appendage here, which would be kind of a pain. So I'm just going to glue it flat down. Imagine you could make it a side pocket, but I'm not. You guys, I'm starving now. That's what happens when you wake up that early in the morning. And I'm not stitching this down because I was a dummy and stitched my pocket down, and I don't want to stitch my pocket closed. And then with each kit, you get a few little kind of matching tags that you can put into the drawer. This hole's probably going to be too big. That's okay. Okay. And then, oh, excuse me. I think I'll cut that out later. So this is kind of naked at the top. So what would I do? I don't want it naked. I don't like naked stuff. Isn't that fun? Oh, tags come in and out the pockets. I need like a sign across here. Okay. Sure, I have something. Sure of it. Okay, oops, I took some of these out. They are. Oh, wait a sec. Would I want a file folder across there? Maybe. Maybe. Lift that a little. You know what I think I'll do? See, I haven't done the other sides of these or anything, so let's just skip that for now and let me find something else. I love these little circus things. It's a little too heavy, doesn't quite fit with the theme. Although that doesn't really stop me usually. Okay. No, not that one. Yeah, I think we'll go like that. Okay, I do want to edge this. Oops, that's not the right edger tool. I just poked stress oxide into my ink. No biggie. Don't sweat the small stuff. Oh no. Talking people, oh Lord. Okay, looking for my donuts here. Gauze or maybe lace. You need to stick down. Right. Whoa, what was that? Scared the crud out of me. I want some double-sided tape. Grab some baloney tape here. So that gauze will sit where I want it to. Hey, tweezers, there you are. I know, the horror of the socialization. Out. There, that way it has something to stick to while I arrange its friends. Okay, I glue this to here. Come on, don't slippy slide around. I don't really like using glue for this situation because it just sticks to my finger and doesn't stick to the project. There we go. Where's my stapler? Give this a little help until it dries. I probably could have used my other glue, but I didn't, so there's that. And I think I'm going to edge this in black. So let's get black. I might should be edging it with archival, but I'm not. And it's okay if stuff sticks out from the back here for now. If I have to trim it off later, I will. I think I want one of those little apothecary bottles in there too. Let's see, where did I put those? Buried them here somewhere. Oh, yeah. Because we drink laudanum in our coffee. Hey, good evening, Di, or morning, or whatever it is in your world. Okay, another page done. Uh-oh, where did I put that doggone tag that I was going to use in here? Where'd you go, sweetheart? Huh, here you are. So it's already going to be a chunk meister. And what's the next page in the list? Okay, so I have this. This could obviously do with a flip out. And let's see, what do I want to flip out from it? Do I want to flip a tag from it? I don't know. Yep. So what I'll have to do, because I'll make it like a page, take and store so it'll actually open. Or maybe instead stitch a little sari cloth along there and then stitch it down. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. 12:38 a.m. Oh gosh, I'm never up that late unless I woke up that early. And that does happen to me. I do not want to get out my iron, friends. So I'm going to start by gluing it down. I think you guys were with me when I made all these tags with those little thingy doos. So I basically use my glue as a straight pin. Just tip my finger in a bit of water here and kind of help that along. Sit flat a little bit just so that I can sew it. I don't care after it's been sewn. All right, stitching. Okay. It. This is tricky right here. So I want it straight. As straight as I can get it anyway. Okay. Just going to kind of hold on to this and take it over to my machine. There needs to be something there. Don't really want to trim that off because I like it. Nope, don't want that on there. What else do I have? How about a toe tag? Okay. Go ahead and ink the edges of that. I'm going with the macabre, but not quite Halloween. Like I'm not gonna have any Halloween words on here. Maybe. I don't know. I could change my mind about that too. How am I gonna sew that? Think about that a minute. Can't really. All right, we'll glue it. I can glue it. I'm going to use this glue. Wait for it to come down. Hello, Kitty. I like this glue a lot, but I hate working with it because it's just such a pain in the bottle. Now, usually, if I'm going to be using it for long sessions, I'll just lay it on its side so it doesn't take as long to travel down. Yeah, I like that. Excess kind of out of the way. And there we have a little kind of booklet. Now I want something under there. You know what I want? Is I want a bug. I think I want this bug right here. So, bear with me while I fussy cut. Of course, I'm not going to cut them right to the edge because that's asking too much. These tiny little feet. I mean, I could have cut these out on my scan and cut, but it would go crazy with, you guys can't even see it on camera, but there's a little bit of halo around here. And the machine would get confused. Trust me, I know my machine. If the paper I'm cutting is too thin and it can see the dirt beneath on my mat, it'll cut out the dirt spots too. And if you're new to my channel, yes, I am. I like fussy cutting. I do a lot, and I have been for years, so I have a lot of practice. Don't be intimidated. You just have to practice. And the only way to practice is to get out your scissors and do it. And don't be hard on yourself if it's not, if it didn't come out perfect. So what? Especially in this particular world, unless you're doing, a completely themed journal and you want everything nice and neat and you're going to sell it. I don't sell my journals. No way, no how. I don't feel like they're good enough because weird. I do weird stuff. Sometimes I'll give them away though. Okay. Put this little guy up. Get him dirty a little. I believe I want him set so that I can put something in. I would put in would be one of these little bottles. I need a small one. Or, see, I've already cut a bunch of this stuff out. So I sit in bed and listen to the TV because I can't watch and cut at the same time, and just cut stuff out. Because I can't stand idleness. It just drives me nuts. And it's just me. Let's do, oh, let's do this creepy little doll maybe. Nah, doesn't work out well. Put the bottle. Okay, and then the other side. I think that's where I'll use this mushroom. And I'll make it into a pocket. Weird is good. Yeah, I mean, I think so. The only thing about this is I'm not thrilled about some of the coloring on it. So if you are like me and not thrilled about coloring on something, change it. So I have my little cookie dough brush, and I'm just going to, whatever ink is on here, and just kind of change the tone of this a little bit. Not a lot. So I just toned down kind of the blues in there with a yellow, and that just toned it down. And do the edges. And you guys don't usually see me using black as edging, but I want to in this journal because the main theme colors, you know, other than accent colors, are black, neutrals, and whites. Okay, that into a little corner pocket. And these are from our last year from Tracy Fox, I think. She had gave away a bunch of freebies with the Halloween journal-y stuff. No, I don't want a skull in there. Definitely don't want a skull in there. Let me grab a tag here, maybe. Very plain tag. And a little thing in its pocket. But since I have red from the mushroom there, I think that's going to be too big. Need a smaller one. Oh, look at this guy. You guys know I love my little animals. Here we go. Just a plain tag, nothing on it. Okay, there's that page. So let's see. Yes, I use Epson Premium Presentation. Let me look at the packaging and I'll tell you. Here, okay. No, this one says 48 pounds, and I think. Yeah, no, it's only 48 pounds. So you want to make sure you get the matte. So this says it's 48 pound, 179 GM, 9.8 milliliters, whatever that means. That's the thickness of it. Okay. Got this little music page. I'm not going to do anything to that other than just edge it. some pages don't need a bunch of crap on them or stuff, or, you know, however, whatever word you want to use for junk. Tracy Fox. She is a junk journal designer who you can find on Etsy. I don't know that she has a different YouTube name. If I had my phone in here, I could tell you, but I don't. So, let me go grab it. I would look it up on here, but that would mean I'd have to put my keyboard down in this mess, and I'm not wanting to do that. But I'll grab my phone. Okay. Let's go. I'm going to go to Etsy. Search for Tracie Fox. I think that's how she spells it. Yep, Tracy Fox Creative. Oh, she has some cool stuff this year too. Love Junk Journals is her channel. So Fox Creative, Love Junk Journals. Yeah, thank you, Cordelia. So I'm going to end here today. I did this page before you guys came on. We did this page together. Just a messy page. And then did this little coffee thing. I'll deal with that later. And then this little page with the little booklet and little bug. And little music page. I want to thank you for coming to hang out with me. I hope y'all have a good day, good weekend. If you watch Craft Roulette, that's live tonight at, oh gosh, I think the slideshow starts at 6:20, and then the regular show starts at 7, or the slideshow starts at 6:10, and then the regular show starts at 6:40. So maybe we'll see you there. Anyway, thanks a lot. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Stay cool, stay safe. Take care. Bye.